Hello and welcome, fellow digital soldiers, to True Reporting. It is the 19th of July, and on today's podcast, we will be covering two threads that had a lot of people yesterday on Twitter, very hyped up, a lot of people tying together things, and it has a lot to do with Epstein and these 2,000 documents that are about to be unsealed, if they aren't unsealed already. I believe a lot of people are going to be coming down here very soon. It will be brought down by these Epstein documents. And this is what we need to do, is we need to stay on top of this Epstein stuff. So other YouTubers out there who are covering the same thing, we're the only ones putting this news out there, guys. The mainstream media won't touch it hardly, and we are the news now. So the two threads I wanted to talk to you about are one from Incarnated ET, is entitled "A Week to Remember." And then from Julian's Rum, we can see here, Anons, I found something. I don't have time to write the thread, but I was able to compile these graphics. I think we're on the verge of something huge. Symbolism will be their downfall thread. Friends, this is tying a lot of stuff together, and I think both these men are on to something very important. But before we get into today's podcast, would you please welcome my new sponsor, Noble Gold. Hey there, fellow digital soldiers. We've got a quick chart we need to show you. This is the S&P 500 going way back to 1996. As you can see, since 2009, the stock market has been on a roll, but all rolls come to an end. Any way you look at it, it's top heavy. So if you're relying on your IRA or 401k plan to see you through the retirement, you may have a problem. The thing is, have you got an alternative lined up? If someone is letting loose with an automatic rifle, you don't stick around, do you? You get the hell out of the way quickly. Noble Gold is putting this out there as a heads up. You might want to speak to them about finding a place of safety for your money too. Talk to them today for 5 minutes and see if you can bulletproof your hard-earned savings before it's too late. Call 1-877-646-5347 and get protected with a gold or silver IRA today. Thanks, friends. All right, guys, it's good to have you aboard. Let's go ahead and hop into it. This is True Reporting. So we see here from Incarnated ET, a week to remember. Please follow Incarnated ET at Incarnated_ET. This came out at about 8 o'clock last night. This last Tuesday, 7/16, was 2 weeks after Pence was returned to the White House instead of getting on the plane, isn't it? When asked why, POTUS said you'll find out in 2 weeks. Well, we haven't found out, but tomorrow is the 19th, 3 days after the 2 weeks of POTUS stating this. And everything is pointing to tomorrow being huge. And he drops a thread reader right here that we can take a look at. Let's take a look at this video real quick. He says here, boom, DJT made a mistake by saying 2014, 2018, but did he? Let's check this video out real quick.
I don't even read this thing. And it says Trump, 2014, 2018, right? But it says 20, here's where we go. We start at 16, we go to 20, we go to 24. Did you see it? Then it says 28, 32, 36, 40, 44.
So he says here, a little search of Q post 1418 says, mistake or on purpose? Q, keep going. Password exposed on purpose. Password exposed. This is from May 19th. Mistake or on purpose. After the mistake, he corrects and says, here we go. We start at 16. Start is in the kill box. We go to 20. We go to 24. Then he says, did you see it? Then he says 28, 32, 36, 40, and 44. To me, that's an egregious mistake, which he does not make. Therefore, those are instructions. Picks in the next tweet related. He initially said every single one of those numbers, 2014, 2018, 1418, accident or on purpose. Then start at 16, 20, 24, 28, 32, 36, 40, and 44, and then stopped. This is the sentence that POTUS just said. He was just rambling off these numbers. And what he's talking about, he's referring to pretty much a clip of him trolling a lot of people out there. It was basically saying re-elect Trump. He just keeps getting reelected for forever. And that, a lot of people, I don't think anyone's talked about this. That really brings me back to thinking about The Last President, that book, 1900 or The Last President, which is interwoven with Baron Trump's underground adventure, right? Which is all based on time travel. This is all just seems to be just connecting so just intricately. It's incredible. And then we can see here intentional, right? He's saying these numbers intentional. This was a message. Check out the corresponding Q post. Q post 16. Get the popcorn. Friday and Saturday will deliver on the MAGA promise. All right. Get the popcorn. Friday and Saturday will deliver on the MAGA promise. POTUS knows he must clean house, the government, in order to free up and demonstrate who has authority in order to pass important legislation. This was always the priority. Remember, Attorney General Sessions cannot look like an impartial player that is out to get all formal Obama team members, as we need him for another important work. All will come into focus, and for anyone to think POTUS is not in control is kidding themselves. Also, he's 100% insulated with zero risk of impeachment. So I want to go back to this sentence right here. Remember, Attorney General Sessions cannot look like an impartial player that is out to get former Obama team members. He's gonna kind of be, in and out of things, maybe come off as if he hasn't done his job. And this brings us to the next part. This is even more mind-blowing, and this is from a thread from Julian's Rum. And this came out earlier that day in the morning. Anons, I think I found something. I don't have time to write the thread, but I was able to compile these graphics. I think we're on the verge of something huge. Symbolism will be their downfall thread, #17. So the first part right here is most of the MS-13 gang members indicted and arrested in LA were illegal aliens, 19 of 22. They are said to have killed many people in the most brutal fashion. They should never have been allowed in our country for so long, 10 years. We have arrested and deported thousands. So, when do you play the Trump card? And this is from 17's posting of March 3rd. At what stage in the game do you play the Trump and highlighted as card? Then we can see the Sun Terra card. The Sun is a Trump card in the Terra deck. Terra Trumps are often called major arcana by Terra card readers. So he comes down here and says 19 of 22. The major arcana are the emblematic picture cards of the Terra deck. There are usually 22 of these Trump cards found in a 78 card deck. The cards start at 0 and are numbered to 21. Thus, 22 of the Trump cards, 0 to 21, 22 cards. Will Sessions drop the hammer, 1 of 22. And we can see here the Magician. 22, the number 22 of the Trump cards is the Magician. The mountebank or the sleight of hand artist is a practitioner of stage magic. 17 from February 11, 2018. It says, why did Sessions this is highlighted here, at the beginning, remember at the beginning of all of this, emphasize investigations, proceedings are kept confidential. Think magic. What you see isn't exactly what you get, right? It's magic. It's a sleight of hand, right? A practitioner of stage magic. What that means is that Sessions played the deep state. And at the beginning, remember I just said, why did Sessions at the beginning in the kill box, why was he doing investigations, proceedings, and they are kept confidential? Because he's playing the deep state with that D class of the FISA, which they will do later. That's why Sessions is the magician. He was playing the deep state the entire time, and they didn't know. He faked out a lot of us, right? Even people in this movement were like, oh, should we trust Sessions? That's the magician part of it, right? He played a lot of us. They have to play these moves and counter moves, right? So that was the 22 of the cards, right? Number 22. 19 is the Sun, a Trump card in the Terra deck. Terra Trumps are often called major arcana by Terra card readers. So we finished the 22nd card. Now we're on to the 19th card. And the morning sun brings heat. Remember, the 19th card in the Trump deck, or the Trump cards, is the Sun. Morning sun brings heat. I'll try and blow this up for you real quick. Morning sun brings heat. A predetermined code command for initiation of a plan, authenticity check. The ability to share open source, right? Heat on who? What I believe is Epstein. And ability to share open source is these 2,000 documents that are about to come out about Epstein. Full transparency, D-class, undiscovered facts emerge. So we'll scoot over here and we can see A.E. Waite suggested that this card is associated with attained knowledge. They have everything from the NSA, right? Everything that has been ever accumulated has been taken over by the NSA. They have everything. They hear everything. They see everything. They know everything that's taking place. They're just playing the deep state, right? It's cat and mouse game. So, number 6, the Sun as the best card in the Terra. At what stage in the game do you play the trump card? This is the most pivotal time in human history, and our trajectory on this planet is about to change. The 17, baby, is a symbol of good prevailing over evil. As more news hits the public, referencing Satanism, child sacrifice, and sex trafficking, the baby represents the dawn of a new era. And that was from Palace Leavitt. So, the best card in the tarot card, in the trump cards, is this, right? The interpretation, the Sun. The Sun could be the SON, right? The baby, SON, could be. Most of the MS-13 gang members indicted and arrested in LA. So we can see here there's 2 ands. All right, MS-13. MS-13 into this post. All right. We can see here 2 to 24, the distance, the wheel. And we'll bring it down here to number 10 of the 22. Number 10 is the Wheel of Fortune. The Wheel of Fortune is the 10th trump or major arcana card in most Terra decks. It is used in the game playing as well as in divination. 13 of 22, right? Death. 13 of 22, MS-13 is dead. They're dead to us. They're getting out of this country for 10 years. For 10 years, the wheel, 10 of 22, all right? It should be all making sense to you right now. At 10:46, most of the MS-13 members, 11:10 a.m., 7:18, 19. Negative 24 minutes until error in tweet was corrected. The error in the tweet was the and. He had to go back and fix that, okay? 8 symbolism will be their downfall, end of you know what. So we can see here who visited Epstein Island on July 19th. We scroll down a little bit. Note on the bottom, 2018 on the bottom. Date, important. Translation, Wheel of Death has come to an end. We're about to shine the light bright. Play the trump card. D-class incoming July 19th. Well, I mean, they're freeing up these 2,000 documents on Epstein. And there's going to be big names in this, guys. Huge names in this. Stars, politicians, CEOs, so on and so forth. And we can see here who visited Epstein Island on July 19th. A lot of people are saying it was Nancy Pelosi. Epstein Island's temple resembles a Turkish bathhouse in Aleppo, Syria, called Haman Yalbuga. Symbolism will be their downfall. And if you could think about the Isaac Cappy Dead Man Switch video that was taking place in I believe, a Turkish bathhouse, right? Or some sort of bathhouse that resembles exactly as Epstein Island's temple there. What if that bathhouse, has anyone thought about this? What if that bathhouse video was at Epstein Island? Has anyone said anything about that yet? That's pretty crazy to think about. So, some folks asked me to add this to the main thread, so here you go. As you can see by the timestamp, this occurred only minutes after I wrapped the thread. And yes, I nearly shat myself. How does this fit in? Just now at the White House, then we see this, I think it's some sort of I don't know if it's a flag, it kind of resembles a flag, but it has the sun. The sun card, the trump card, yes, it's the same image of the sun on Epstein Island also. Think mirror. All their coveted symbolism has been flipped against them. The sun, this is that sundial on Epstein Island that I talked about many a time, and where they probably do sacrifices on. It is not what you think it is. It is not a sundial. It is ancient calendar that dates back thousands of years. Why do these people have this on that island? Because information was passed down to them through the elites, and they're doing something on that sundial. You can bet your bottom dollar. Something sinister. M is temple. 17 isn't saying mountain temple. He's saying Death Temple. Remember, M13, the 13th card in the Trump cards is death, right? So we can see here, dark to light. Why was RC/Epstein at the M temple highlighted in the past? Dark to light, these people are sick. M is death. Holy you know what. Check this out. The 19th, worth remembering. And we can see here that it is at, if you look close enough, you might see, could be POTUS, could be not. But I believe it is. Let's see the reflection of Trump. Check. 450, that's the timestamp. 45. 19, the Trump card, the sun. 45, right? 4:50 p.m. 4/5, right? The 19th is the date. That is the Trump card, the sun card, right? Right here. It all makes sense. At this point, I think it's safe to call it Trump card incoming, dark to light. And here's a closer picture of the watch. And who is this right here? Could be anything, right? It could be him with the white collar, the dark shirt, the hair. 450, 19, right? 450, 45, Trump, 19, sun card. Also very relevant. Tomorrow is also 2 weeks after Pence was returned to the White House instead of getting on the plane, isn't it? Shouldn't we be hearing what that was related to as well? Absolutely. I even tweeted about it on Monday. Guys, I'm about to blow your effing mind. Each of the 22 Trump deck cards corresponds to a year. See example below. You cannot possibly imagine the size of this. So, POTUS and JFK Jr. POTUS in the green. HRC Senate 2000, the start. Enjoy the show. Number 0. So they're all related to a year, okay? All related to a year. The fool. Trump is the fool. Why is he the fool? Because they think he's the fool. Everyone, a big portion of America, a lot of the elites think this guy is a dunce. He's not a dunce. He's played them as well. And it's ironic because they're the dummies, right? He's been playing them the entire time. It's unbelievable. And he plays stupid. That's what he does. And that's what they're saying right here, the fool, okay? HRC Senate, the start, enjoy this show. Then we can come down here. The 15th. 15th is the devil. These are the cards, okay? Hillary, 17's first drop. The star, 17. The Great Awakening, evil revealed to all. The sun, that's today, okay? Trump wins, trial begins. Evil defeated in the U.S. Judgment, okay? Evil defeated worldwide, the world. 21, 20, 19, 17, 15, okay? Hillary is 15. Hughes drop is 17. The Great Awakening is the 19th, the sun. Trump wins. So all these things, 15 is the devil, 17 is the star, 19 is the sun, 20 is judgment, 21 is the world, right? And then from post 937, glimpse. You cannot possibly imagine the size of this. Trust the plan. And again, with this right here, with the Trump being a fool, right? The madman, checkmate, protagonist. He's playing them, guys. Basically, he plays dumb and then comes back and then bites him in the ass. That's these moves and counter moves, right? It's so smart. I see some of the more religious are concerned about this development. First, understand that the White Hats are using their own symbolism against them. Think mirror. Second, here's my best summation of what the, in quote, occult actually is from a DM with a friend. What they actually are. God is very real. And we can see here, look at all occult means are hidden. Think of occult knowledge like electricity. It can be used for good or bad. The Black Hats kept all the electricity for themselves and used it to try and destroy us. The universe is not random. God is like the universe. God is very real and is coming back on them tenfold. Look what the Wall Street Journal just tweeted. Fascinating. The earliest playing cards came from medieval Egypt and featured 4 suit symbols: a scimitar, a polo stick, a chalice, and a coin. I don't know, just, what are the odds, right? What are the odds? No coincidences. Okay, last thought on possibilities for today, 7/19. Maybe Trump answers the question. Possibly so. Possibly so. So I wanted to emphasize on this one more time. This was a post from an Anon, and it says here, this is from June 18th. Well, it's pretty cryptic, so here's a wild guess. The demiurge. Just kidding, I don't know. Someone involved in the space programs and Majestic 12 type of intel. Morning sun brings heat. He's talking to Q, or to 17 rather. Predetermined code. Command for initiation of a plan authenticity check. Likely multiple governments are responding to this call for initiation, hence dropped here. Full moon coming. Proper revelations of nature of the moon and other bodies in our solar system. Undiscovered stars learned. This is huge, okay? Undiscovered stars learned. Who is Epstein related to? Or who is he tied to? He's tied to Hollywood stars. He's tied to big names. Undiscovered stars learned. Undiscovered facts emerge. And then we can see here from I believe the gateway from True Pundit right here. Epstein's famous friends may have participated in sinister crimes, child advocate. This came out this morning, 48 minutes ago. The scandal surrounding disgraced financier Jeffrey Epstein could have been stopped by his many celebrity friends who chose to turn a blind eye, according to attorney and advocate Carissa Phelps. The author, attorney, and advocate for sexually exploited runaway children spoke to RT's, which is, I guess, True Pundits, Mike Papataniano, is to discuss Epstein's case. Phelps, who is herself a survivor of human trafficking, said while nobody should have the resources to enslave others to get away with it, as long as we have the rich and powerful raping children and getting away with it, we will still have the same behavior and local communities won't stand a chance. So guys, what does this all mean? This all means that a lot of stuff is going to come out with these 2,000 documents. There's going to be names. There's going to be people that are thrown under the bus because they have everything. The NSA has it all. And I believe a lot of people are going down. And I cannot wait. This is it. Okay? This is what is going to be the big, this is going to be the Great Awakening. This is the start of it for the American public. When normies start to see this, and baby boomers, so on and so forth. No offense, baby boomers. But when a lot of people are asleep and they are awakened to this, it's going to be so damning to the deep state. My friends, if you found this informative and you enjoyed it, please subscribe to my channel. And follow me on Twitter at TRUreporting. And don't forget to leave a like on this video. Donate to this channel and keep it afloat by going to my PayPal or Patreon. We also have a P.O. Box, and True Reporting merch is available. All links in the description box below. Friends, take care of one another and love one another, and I will speak with you very soon. Have a wonderful day. Bye-bye.